There was a lot there. There was a tremendous amount there, and I know that I took time to break down that one verse, but I think it was important to see that in the sacred writings, this information was already there. It was already there for us to uncover. And so we are just remembering that which has always been here. And when these languages and these things were written to the select few that had the ability to read the code, they knew exactly what this was saying. So this isn't necessarily a new revelation. This is a remembered revelation.
There was, and if I could just share for 1 second that there was for the second teaching or sharing topic of what you're doing, because I let her do her stuff.
Yeah, he didn't watch this. He didn't know this is his first time watching it.
I could watch that again, and I was going in multiple directions on where really was being revealed to me, because it connects to everything that we're trying to tie together. So for a second sharing for Carrie, I'm going like, wow, that was pretty lofty when you can really see what's being offered in the depth of that well. I mean, that you could actually camp on that and call that summation if you can see the totality of what was just spoken in that measure. I mean, really, you could, like, that's it. That is the summation of journey right there. There's no need to go any further. If you know the way of the journey to express that correctly, to extrapolate out its totality, that is the summation of journey.
Yeah, I would agree. It was really fascinating when I found out about the vowel formation was affected with the process of cymatics. I don't know if you guys caught that or not. So I just wanted to highlight that, is that when Hans Jenny was doing and working with cymatics, that he found that the Sanskrit, the Hebrew, and the Aramaic were the only ones that their vowel sounds would actually shape the form of the sound itself through the letters. Like, it would form it in the sand as it was spoken. I don't know about you, but that just like blew my mind. And again, that was one of the main reasons why I decided to start studying these languages, because I thought, if it affects sand and it affects matter, then it's going to affect me, because I'm matter. And to see that it's connected with healing, it's like, no wonder why the languages healed me from all of the issues that I had. From all the issues that I had. So pretty amazing. And I did want to bring in Lucifer. So for some of you that don't know, that the word Hillel was actually translated as Lucifer. And then the church decided to create a thought form egregore as a Lucifer, as a negative entity, when it just basically is the language or the power of light and sound to create. Again, these are all energies and frequencies, and through interpretation of translations of the works, things were created and then manifested as an entity that was a negative being that wreaked havoc. And so even connecting, oh Lucifer, how you have fallen, it's not what it was translated to be. Lucifer, how you have fallen, the creation energy has come into the earth. And if you guys remember some of Ken's other teachings, he used the word Aphel, and we were connecting that to Aleph, and it means dark. It means dark. So Nafal has a noon instead of an Aleph at the beginning. So a seed from the creation of the Aleph itself fell into creation in order to create, fell into the dark. And if you think about the first few lines in the book of Genesis, in the beginning that was created, it said that there was darkness that hovered, or there was darkness, tohu and bohu. That is when the languages fell into, that's when Lucifer fell into creation, so that creation could then be manifested as Hayah. And I wanted to connect this to you guys. If you guys have followed our teachings, we've been talking about Hallel and Lila. And Lila is actually the form, the spirit, the animation part of the form of the creation. So Hallel, the light information coming in, and then Lilith taking that information and then going into creation so it would manifest. what we're talking about right now is we're talking about the Hillel that is coming into the Lila, so that Lilith can rise up and then turn into Shekinah. Lilith is that the unregenerated parts and the healings and the wounds that we've had that need the light of creation, the Logos in Greek, Hillel, to come in to illuminate those areas that need to be transformed, so that Lilith, Lila, can become the Shekinah glory, Shekinah. This is when both sides are fully revealed, fully manifested as Yod He Vav He in their beautiful glory, in complete balance, as there is no shadow in turning any longer. That is what this creation language does. Not only does this happen with us within the micro level, but then collectively in the macro level. And it starts with us, one individual at a time that would do this, that would get involved in the languages and learn them. And that is why I'm going into a great deal of information in this introduction, again, to establish the why. Because if we don't have the why, then when it gets hard and it gets boring, we have to first start memorizing the letters and all of their meanings. This why will propel you to continue moving forward in learning these languages. And this was the why that spurred me on, so that 10 years later, I could present this to you today. So I hope that's what this information is doing with you and for you. And I hope that you will find an incredible love and passion for them as I have, so that you can do this work yourself. Because all of this is assisting the planet, is assisting Gaia, is assisting every single one of us in the collective. And it won't take that many to make the change. It took, if you think about it, it took 12 and technically 13 to turn the world upside down and right side up in the time when the Mashika was here before. And now think about what the group of us can do 2,000 years later, as it started to, and then it got diminished, and now it's coming again. And this is our time for our light to shine, to change all of creation.